He's new though.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Go ahead, we'll introduce him.
So, this is Carlos, everyone.
I'm Carlos Martinez.
I didn't mean to hit that. I am so
Like he
sorry.
says, I never took any classes. Now I guess I'm self-taught. I started since I was in the 4th grade. And so from there on, I just started drawing whatever my friends would want, tattoo or just portrait-wise, I would just do it for them. And so on and so forth, I got more better and looked at people's techniques and I implemented them in my art. And so some of these arts are they're from like a few years ago, but they still look pretty fresh. And so far the newest one here is Mr. Stanley here. And Calvin Candy was about that took me like 3 months ago?
Yeah.
Like 3
Yeah,
months ago.
God bless America. Wow.
How old is Frankenstein?
Oh, Frankenstein. Oh, that one was like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I thought you were like maybe 15 or 16 or something like that. Yeah. You did that.
You can definitely
hate this boy.
you can definitely see the growth in each piece that you've done.
Oh yes.
And he's so young.
Yeah, just I don't know. It just felt weird, kind of bringing my art out like that. So I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll just bring it here to the art gallery. Because I always see it on Facebook, and I see people post their art. I'm like, okay, I'll see how it goes. And so I brought Calvin Candy when I saw about the art walk Quentin Tarantino theme. And so I was like, okay, I'll draw Calvin Candy. And so I was thinking of changing up my portraits because I always did them black and white. And so I was like, okay, I'll put a little color in it. And so the blood splat you see in his hand is red. And so I was like, okay, I'll make the blood red in his hand. So that's what I did. It makes it pop out even more. And I don't know if you can notice on Mr. Stanley, his glasses are golden. I wish I made them a little bit brighter so you actually saw more, but so far that's how it looks. And it came out pretty nice.
It is, it's awesome.
I was trying a new detail for skin as well on that one. This took me a little bit longer. Because each portrait usually takes me like around, well, like Calvin Candy there, that one took me like, probably like a whole week, but it would actually take me like 3 days to 4 days to do. And I was just trying charcoal and a brush because I always used how would you call it? A paper mache, a shading pencil.
Oh, the blender?
Yeah, the blender, yes. I would use that, and that's what I used for the Jack Nicholson Jokers and all. That's why I like the way I use it now with a brush because it actually makes it pop out more and more grayish, makes it look like it's an actual photo, which I kind of like.
Nice.
And actually the heart one with the green hand, that was my first ever time using watercolor. And so I was like, okay. And so I used it, and it actually came out pretty nice. And I mixed it up a little bit with Prisma and white out for the lights. And it came out really nice.
Can you draw that picture of the Ghostbusters one for me? Like I will, like seriously, eyes following me.
Yeah, no worries. Just give me whatever you would like, and I'll draw
The
it.
one on the left.
Oh, the elephant?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You draw it from the actual.
Oh no, not from the actual statue. No, it's a picture.
From the picture.
Yeah, I just have to, since I like to focus a lot on detail. I like detail. I love detail. That's why in the skin on Stanley, if you look close, it's just dots. So that because I was trying a new technique for skin, and so I like details and like I actually took one art class, but the teacher always says, you know, the more detail, the more it pops. And so I just keep on saying it to myself too, like, okay, add more detail. And so now it's just most of the art I do now just pops. And for me, I just like detail. So even when it comes to building and architecture, I like it the way the buildings are and the curvature and all. Like, oh, this looks beautiful. And so I get into construction as well. A little into construction.
Do you have to have a reference to look at, or can you go from?
Yeah, a reference from here and there, but sometimes I could draw straight up from my head, from the mind. Yeah, but for me, I like to prefer seeing from references from here and there.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
Would you say you're better at animate objects or inanimate objects?
So far, I haven't seen any challenge for me, so I can't say, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so I always tell my friends, give me something hard to draw, and the Frankenstein one, it was a little challenging at first, but then I got to it, and it came out the way it did.
Are portraits your basic normal? Do you do just portraits, or do you do anything?
Anything really, but I actually want to get into oil on canvas, because I love the way it just makes it look realistic. Because I like hyper realism, So that's why I try with Stanley. But now that I got the skin detail and all with the brush, I think I can do better now.
Speaking of collaboration, see, I'm looking for somebody who collaborates in sci-fi stuff. And I need somebody that can draw from their head.
Oh yeah.
Carlos?
Just remember.
Angela. Carlos.
No worries. Yeah. For me, I can take one drawing and put it together with another one, mix it up together, and do and such. Like there's a picture of some women in there with the skull on their faces and, and all that. And there's that. I put a lion, a saber-toothed skull on a wolf, and put a moon in the background.
I like this.
And when did you do your Mona Lisa?
Oh, that was from freshman year.
Yeah.
Wow.
From when he was like 13, 14 years old? Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's just lead.
Oh yeah, just graphite. Yeah.
Do you have any favorite artists or inspirations or guys you look to?
Inspiration was Leonardo da Vinci, actually.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
Good job. That's scary, huh?
Yeah, just when I first saw the Mona Lisa, I was like, back then, man, he did all that, you know, way back in the Renaissance era and all.
They made their own paint, lots of them.
Yeah, so I was like, oh man.
Texas art supply back then.
Who's this?
Who
Is
is
this
this?
Butch Cassidy or
Oh no, that's
Carl
Sherlock Holmes
Sherlock Holmes,
and
that's
Watson.
Oh, okay.
Robert Downey Jr. and I forgot the other actor's name.
John Williams or something like that.
Yeah, Robert Downey Jr. and
Oh.
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good movie though. The Frankenstein one was pretty nice. That one was like the best one I came out with at the time.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered doing a series of art, you know, where it's all kind of related to each other at one time?
Something like there was at one point, but that's like an old sketchbook which I lost. Yeah, I was like when Ike time. That was like when I had Ike. When Ike came to Galveston. It basically took it with it. So I was like, oh.
Have you ever thought about, sorry, James?
No, so I just said you had a lot of time to do it again.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about maybe doing your own comic book?
There was a point in high school when I started actually doing a comic book about the Greek pantheon and basically the gods and all that stuff. You know, Mount Olympus and all that stuff. But it basically is just, I don't know, it just went out somewhere. Because in school I would be the kid in the back just drawing on a sketchbook.
Those kids were cool.
Yeah, I would just.
To delve into the watercolors, right?
Yeah,
So what would you say, would you find that becoming more a part of what you'll continue to create, or are you going to kind of
Just stick with your pencil.
Yeah, I was thinking to get, like I was thinking of getting into oil. But the watercolor, it does seem pretty nice to be, use it for tattooing, like do tattoo portraits and such. But yeah, it's something I might be able to do because there's a guy on Instagram, I can't remember his name, but he does amazing like scenery with watercolor. And I was thinking of doing that. And
well, like with the picture up there up top where you've got his
him?
red hand.
Oh,
where
that's
you do an accent something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Prisma?
yeah, that's Prisma.
Prismacolor.
He's proud of that when you can see the smirk.
Oh yeah, I like that.
But you have so much control with the graphite and with the Prismacolors. It'd be interesting, to see some of your watercolor, but I still just think that your focus still, I think, should be
Pencil.
Oh yeah.
the graphite, your graphite charcoal. I mean, you have so much control. You have more control over these mediums than people like twice and triple your age. You know?
The air is what throws it out.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Y'all need to seriously, you need to go up and like literally go and get a close-up look at these pieces, especially the Stan Lee.
I had to touch it. I actually had to touch
But
it.
definitely walk up and take a look at the detail in it. It's amazing.
Yeah, like right now I'm drawing the, I don't know if you've seen Reservoir Dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the front logo. It has Mr. Orange, white, pink, and all four of them. Yeah, I'm starting it on what's the paper size? Was it 14 by 18? It was like, I forgot. It's like about this size, about this big, pretty big. And I was gonna draw the faces and have their names on the bottom and the color on top.
Perfect.
Oh, hey! Cherry
this is so amazing, but your work is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Fun.
Thank you, sir.
And
Yeah.
I'm coming back to finish.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh,
Yes.
here's my shell.
Yeah.
That's mine. It's actually very good, but.
Oh, that one I was gonna sell it for 40.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, we'll take that. I'll buy for you.
Stanley.
Yeah, it's
You know, there's just a statue in that store, right? The witch.
oh, the witchery.
Yeah,
You're talking about the witchery.
there's that.
It's a tradition in it.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, they got it.
But they have different,
Yeah.
different
Oh, yeah, a lot of
texture. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all their amazing witcheries.
So
Subjects, or is it just the challenge of it?
Yes, for me, I like to draw. For me, yeah, the challenge of it. Like I said, I like detail. So when it comes to I love portraits. When it comes to portraits, so I guess that's the thing I like is just portraits and the detail and the challenge it is in general. Because
Most of these have been still portraits. Are you open to live portraits?
oh, like doing the live sit down.
Right.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, because for me, when I do those, and they're just basically just still and I'm drawing it, I can just take my time. But when it comes to portraits, people can sit for like 3 hours, and that'll give me enough time to actually do a quick sketch and then shade it out and all. And I think
Are you more interested in the true portraits or the character portraits when you do that?
I'd say just about the true portraits, seeing their facial expressions, see what they like to choose, and see what they represent when they look at them.
But you've done some portraits of your family.
Oh yes.
That they've commissioned you to do some work.
Yeah. I did my girlfriend's mom and her boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah, and there was this other woman that wanted me to do her wedding picture with her family.
Oh, wonderful.
And so far she's haven't gotten anything back, but so waiting for that so I can start on it. So I already have the paper for it as well.
Very cool.
Oh yes.
How
Yeah.
long did it take?
Oh, the Ganesh, that one took me about. I had a lot of detail, and the time I was learning about that much detail, so it took me like about a week and a half. Yeah. So, but nowadays, most things I look at, I like to look at it quickly and make sure I have all the angles right. I probably draw that like in 3 days, 4 days. But I want to draw an actual big one and make it look nice, take up the whole picture.
That would be cool.
Yeah, because I don't know if you noticed, but most of my art here doesn't take up most of the picture. It leaves like cuts on the sides, and I don't like that now. I like to take up most of the picture, like I did with Stan Lee and Calvin Candy,
Yep.
because it actually makes it pop.
Proportional control here.